Welcome to the Sneaker Reminisce, where we take regular, everyday people and discuss sneakers as well as the culture through their eyes. No athletes, no influencers, no boundaries. Just raw feelings and emotions. I hope you enjoy. So today I am meeting a special guest, and it's gonna be good times. So right now I'm just packing up my stuff, my gear. Gonna go on a little adventure, go eat, and then you'll find out.
Guess who I saw today, my dear? I went in town to shop around for something new. Guess who I saw today, my dear? Guess who I saw today, my dear? Guess who I saw today, my dear?
What's up, man?
It's him.
Oh, hey. What's up? How's it going?
Come on in real quick. Anyways, we're out here, Stockton, California. We're checking out this place called El Mojito. And supposedly, like, you know, the better tacos in Stockton.
It smells good, man.
Yeah, so
all I
right
can
when we came off the freeway, like, he was already
big
saying.
ass line.
So, but yeah, we're just gonna, you know, go to the comic shop. You know, the little comic shop. I did a comic shop vlog.
I call this a nerd excursion.
There's
We'll just call it that.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then I'll show him the collection, and then you know, if he needs to be off, he'd be off. So back to, you know, YouTube world and his creations and everything.
Yeah.
You got your Dos Tacos right over there,
Oh, hell yeah.
and I got the Adobada tacos with the pineapple. All right, so I brought Chris to J&A Collectibles here in Stockton, and I've done a video on them before, and this is the outside of it. He's in there right now, so let's check it out. You see him, man. Turtles.
My childhood. It's everywhere. It's amazing how hard those old video games are.
Well, yeah. You get like maybe one checkpoint in the between, or the classic, 3 lives, no continues.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't beat it that one time, you're gonna start all over again.
Exactly.
You had to get good at it no matter what. I think it was the first Nightwing made. Oh, I know it wasn't. That would have been made a lot earlier.
I know it's not the first figure, but that's
Yeah,
the first
it's
costume.
the first appearance.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got that there. It's 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, it's because he's supposed to like batter and rain.
It's
But yeah, it's strange, but you know, it's cool though.
well, at least they have updated all of them. We got a lot better ones.
I agree.
They ain't way too many Wolverines though.
So if you want to find out what Chris picked up, hit up his channel.
Upcoming nerd shit. It's gonna be dope.
But anyways, what this series is like kind of about is just to like go through sneakers from your childhood.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've already got these
Well-
14s. I wanted those so badly.
Go ahead, see if you can reach them. I know we're only like
I'm
5'7".
not that short.
So what about these?
They still smell like they're brand new. That glue has a specific smell. I don't know if you noticed. Did you get the Indiglos?
Mm-hmm. I have the originals.
But the smell, you notice that smell, right?
Mm-hmm.
It does not smell like any other Jordan. It's got a very distinct. I don't know if it's the glue, the padding, this, because remember these were like recalled, the baby ones, because they had like lead in the paint.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but some of them they peel like that, but this one hasn't.
yeah, mine I have the original Indiglows and they're sticky, like they're I don't know, it feels like a like tape,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
weird. But this is a shoe I remember seeing these at the outlet in Gilroy, and they were a size 14. They were definitely not my size, but I wanted these so bad. I'm always into low tops. Like the low top Jordans for me are everything, and these are just. I mean, dude, this is the Ferrari of Air Jordans, like literally, you know. And these are so sick. The scoop. I'll never forget when I first saw that air vent, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool."
I know.
And it's so dumb now, but it's like back then when you're 13, it's sick.
Mm-hmm.
And these have the big 4-chambered Zoom Air unit, the original articulated Zoom. Like I don't know if you've seen them or not.
Yeah. No, I took apart one. And
yeah,
I restored them.
They're
so.
awesome. So it's just, you know, and now it's that little, and they're thin and all that stuff, and the foam's not the same either. This foam is nice. These feel like they're wearable. Have you worn these?
No.
No? Are you going to?
I'm not risking it.
They smell so good. I swear I can like go to sleep to that smell. Like it makes me feel like a little kid.
Chris, just give me some like sneakers that like you missed out on or anything.
Start naming them off because I can. All right, it's almost all of them.
So I mean, almost all of them. So
So are we talking OGs or I guess we would be. Do you have the UNC 15s?
There you go.
I remember these stickers. Remember when East Bay used to stick their sticker on the damn box so you knew that nobody touched them things?
Mm-hmm.
So
For the most part, yep.
this is an underrated shoe, dude. I don't know why people think these are ugly, man. These are so gorgeous, you know? Like this paint color right here is so pretty. Did you know that the actual midsole inside of the rubber is the same color? But yeah, I ran into these twice at a sneaker show, and this is before the retros of this year released. Like I think the last one that I ran into was in the Philippines, and they were in my size both times and in very good condition, like none of the discolorations or any of that stuff. And I passed on both of them, and they were both for like $150 or maybe a little bit less, which is great prices. And I passed on both of them because they were retroing, and so I was like holding out hope maybe they're gonna retro this colorway, and it doesn't look like they're going to, because you know.
So what is it? What is it about
this color? I don't know, man. Sometimes it's the same thing with that Concord and like this shoe. Something about the look, they don't scream Chicago, they don't scream Air Jordan, you know what I mean? But something about those colorways, they set off something weird in my brain that makes me get drawn to them. So cool to see it all taken apart. And these are different panels. This is one piece, and this is a piece, and then this is one piece, and that's a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So these things look weird as hell without all those pieces on them. They like look super jacked up. Yeah, look at how bubbly and bulgy these are compared to this. And like, yeah, this looks fine and everything, but this is you could tell that this is manufactured in the 90s, and that's what I'm saying when they have the technology to refine something and they choose not to, you know. And it's like this to me is not a complaint where I'd be like, oh, that's not the same, it's too different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like this right here, like this leather, they tried, so you give them credit, you know what I'm saying. But then when you come back with the next release and they're garbage, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, you put all your eggs in this basket? Is that what you're telling me? like you ran out of stuff, you know. And it's just like, it's weird to me. Yeah, see, I knew that this was different because this looks so choked up, and this is so wide.
Yeah.
You know, and so
that's one thing too. When
it looked hella weird.
When I did my video too with with this being all wide and this one being just like symmetrical here.
Yeah, it just looks very strange,
Yeah,
like a toy.
I mean, it doesn't exactly look too natural either. So
No,
you know,
that was the best part about this shoe though. This design is how back then. I mean, we're talking they released in '95, but he designed them like a couple years earlier.
mm-hmm.
This is an anatomical shoe before anatomical shoes were things. Like this
Right.
this is the foot map. You know, your pinky toes here, your big toes there. That's your flex zone. This is crazy. The spring plate in there was supposed to benefit the stride of the wearer, no matter what your stride was. Like these are things that nobody thinks about back then. The flex groove. This is all one flex zone, so it's all symmetrical and anatomically correct. This is back in the day. This is before a free. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like the stuff that they thought of back then. So how come you can't? And I'm not trying to criticize to be mean. I'm just like I remember it one way, and so when I see something like this, they all look weird, all of them. You know, I'm so used to the retro, the weird looking retros, the 2008ish
Mm-hmm.
ones, and then seeing the originals and then this remastered one, they all look different, and so it's like real jarring. I forgot that you can see the translucent underneath the solid rubber.
Yeah.
Like it's been a long
Isn't that
time.
cool?
Yeah, no, it's so awesome. This is like just paint. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like actual rubber like it is nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I wore this area to the Phylon.
Whoa.
Like they were legit like toast. I had this hole because he gave me a size 10.5. I'm a size 9. And I was walking up these stairs and I tripped on them and they were cement stairs and it ripped a hole in the middle of the patent leather. And I still wore them. And I was just like, damn, I fucked up my Jordans. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, man. And the patent leather was peeling everywhere. Because, I mean, these were my shoes for like a year and a half. And this was, again, this was in the time when you moved on to the next Jordan each year. And this was my first Jordan. So I was just wearing them. And I didn't know when the hell I was going to get another pair of Jordans. So I was wearing the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked to school that first day of freshman year. And everybody was like staring at me like, what the fuck? And like they would always like, nobody paid attention to me. And they see me wearing these with some brown fucking corduroy pants. I remember I thought I was fly as shit that day, but I was totally not. And I'm wearing these and people were asking me because at that time the 12s was just released. And they were like, where the fuck did you get those at? Like all this shit. And they just thought it was weird that I had the old model so new looking. Because my brother never wore them. And they were, you know, practically new even though they weren't. And man, the Jumpman, like even these, like the Jumpmans are so different. One's chunky as shit, you know what I mean, and then the other one is super clean with kind of a butt crack, but kind of not. And you know, these kids are, oh, there's glue here. Like, come on, dude. They gotta squeeze the shoe together. Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, you want them to fall apart on you? Like, you're gonna complain about a little tiny. Look at that glue rand right there. It's normal. You know, like you're complaining about the wrong things. You know what I mean? Like you want to complain about the shape, go for it, because that's a legit complaint. The quality of the material is my main gripe. Put some money into the product. I didn't even remember that these had green back there. So it's that smell. I'm telling you, dude. These ones not so much.
Those, yes.
Yeah, these have it's that smell. I was just telling Marvin off camera, but the first time that I saw this shoe, I went to high school at Fremont High School. I was a freshman. My friend Jason came into the main building. If you go to Fremont, you know what I'm talking about. It's like the oldest building on the property. And we were upstairs in the hallway. He comes walking in with these on, the brand new Jordans. It was the first time I saw him. And I was like, oh shit, like those are the brand new J's. Let me check them out. He took them off his feet. And I smelt them right then, and it has that same smell, that glue overpowered his foot smell, thank God. And yeah, man, I just remember just being like, oh my goodness, these are crazy. So and it's the same weird feeling that you get when you look at them again too. Not the retro, but this one. The retros look a little bit different, you know what I mean? Like this panel and stuff. This is way nicer. These are super sticky though. But yeah, that off-white look, I just thought they were so crazy. And these are just dope, dude. I remember him letting me borrow them too, and I played in them one night, and I went off, dude. Like I swear I couldn't miss a shot, and it was just one of the best feelings. There's nothing better. This is why I did the whole Air Jordan project, because there is nothing better than lacing up a pair of Jordans and just feeling like you're Jordan. Like if you watched him play after a Bulls game, would you go out into the driveway and just shoot around?
Yep.
Like it's like what you did. You know what I mean? Like after a Bull, it would be like 7:30, and the game would be done because they're East Coast time and shit, and like fucking you'd go outside anyways, turn on the porch light, whatever the fuck was there, and you'd try to mimic the moves, all this stuff. The rock the cradle dunk is my favorite. I can't dunk for shit, but we had this little Tykes hoop, and I used to rock the cradle on that thing. That's like my favorite dunk of his. But yeah, man, you just want to go outside and just play. It like energizes you. You don't want to be at a sneaker show and put these on your fucking head like a dumbass trying to get people to buy these from you. Like back in the day, you wanted to lace these up and go do what he did in them. Or try. You can never do it. You know, back then, Nike, the first time I was at Nike Town in SF, I was fucking, how old am I right now? 33? I think I was like 32 or 31. Like it took me a long time to get there. And
San Francisco?
I'm serious, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it took me a long time just to get to the Gilroy outlet. Like I think the first time I was there was 17. And the Nike store used to be like the place, you know? It was like the Grail place and shit. But this shoe, my mom worked in a print shop, and there was this lady there who knew a friend of hers in Chicago, and she told me that she can get me a pair of these, and I begged her every day, like, oh, did you get it? She never ended up pulling, you know that, the plug that never plugs you? She was that person. No, not these. I'm talking about the low tops.
Oh, the Flints. Fuck.
These are sick too, though.
All right, here's the real shoe.
You're gonna have to do the record scratching sound. These are so nice. I just wore my retros the other day, and the gray is hella dark, and it just looks weird. But this is these are so sick, dude. I'm so weird with how much I remember the dumb stuff in my like the things that made me happy. That I remember the kid's name in school that had these, and I wanted them. And I don't even know if he knows who I am. But I know who you were.
I bet he watches the videos.
Maybe. I don't know.
Nightwing knows.
So, but yeah, I know. I'll name drop him. His name is Jack. And I was always jelly. So. Oh, man. I can't wait for these to re-release.
Yeah, so they are going to retro again this summer.
But not like this, though. I'm telling you, dude, this leather... Like, if I breathe too hard, it's going to crease. And then Marvin's going to get mad because I undead stocked his kicks on accident. But this is that real good stuff, man.
I have a beat-up pair in the garage.
I watched your restoration video of those. And I've been trying to find a fucked up pair just so that I can try to restore them too. And people just... Like... Junk pairs are like going for a bunch of money, and I'm like, I can't pay that much when they're gonna re-release, and I could just buy them and just wear them. But I remember these. Oh man, I forgot there was 3M on these.
Yep.
It's that really good 3M. It's daytime and I can see it. So, that's crazy. With the UNC logo on the tongue. Man, it was
and
so
the shape overall too.
That's the
looks
thing.
Real good.
Like it actually, again, like the 11s, the shape of this, I'm so used to the boxy look of the retro that seeing them so sleek is so weird, but it reminds me of being a kid. I remember this one dude, his name was Dominic, and he had the chutney ones, and that's another, like, for me, like, I had those. I figured this is a clean colorway, but this dude, Dominic, had this shoe, and he came to school wearing these, wearing a JanSport backpack that was this color, and I had never seen that, and that was like the most accessorizing you had back in the day, was like a polo t-shirt, you know what I mean, and like I remember the t-shirts they were plain. They had no collars, but they had a little Nike swoosh right there, and like those were the shit, you know. And like you had that, and like say you had like the UNC Nike shirt, and you wore them with this shoe to accentuate that logo, and that's how you would do it. And then also I was telling you earlier with the stuffing the shoes. These shoes looked legit stuffed. Like I don't know how many people are gonna even know what I'm talking about, but when you'd have like a rolled up sock and you'd stuff that shit in there, and it would make the shoe look puffy like a skate shoe, and then the skate shoes adopted that look from the get-go, and those things were dope. I still want to find a pair of Osiris D3s, man, like a wearable pair, because I had the white and red ones of those, and them shits were, I trashed those things.
I still don't feel like this is a favorite of mine. You know what I mean? Like this, I remember releasing. This, I don't really remember.
Really, why?
Maybe because I don't like. I don't like it.
Do you not like the colorway?
No, I mean the colorway's dope, but like then I didn't pay attention to it at all.
Is it non-Chicago? Is that the reason?
Could be.
Because there was a big thing where like if it wasn't Chicago, it had to be UNC for me, and if
Yeah.
it wasn't that, it just wasn't happening.
But I mean, even with this, like this one gravitated more to me more because black and blue looked way better to me than a black and a mustard colorway.
That's the thing. This was so weird to me that I was like, that is cool, you know. This was awesome because it was so rare to get a blue Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like, the Flints. It was so weird, you know, like.
Yeah.
And this was a low top Flint for me, but with a black base. So, because I think they still have, it's French blue on the upper, right, on both pairs. And I love these. These were notorious for falling off.
Yeah, I had to glue mine back on. On this particular.
Really?
Originally, when it broke, I had to super glue it on, and I'm pretty amazed how it's stuck on still. I think I super glued it back in 2000.
This is the one?
No, this is a dead stock pair, but the one that
that you wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to actually, when I didn't know anything about restoration, I actually super glued that thing back on. So. And it stuck, so.
That's good. I'm surprised these aren't yellow. What the fuck?
I know.
Good and condition. You keep them in the paper and everything?
But look, see like the paper, it turned like
a weird green.
Blue.
Yeah.
Blue or green.
It's kind of, I've never seen the paper do that. I've seen the paper turn yellow, but not this color.
Yeah, so I don't know if I don't think it's dyes or anything like that. The only dye on there really is the suede.
I'm wondering if the glue gives off, because the glues are tinted, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if its toxicity is like.
But I mean, wouldn't it have happened with?
It's possible, unless they use a different glue. And that leather's so white. The only pairs of these I have are the white and red, and the black and stealth ones. And my black and stealths did not age well. Like the nubuck is so nice that it just got faded. That's again, it's not a quality sign; it's a sign of actual premium materials. But my white and red ones are so pretty. Like the white and reds of any Air Jordan. I don't know why. It's like me being drawn to just certain colorways. The white and red shoe, or game shoe, was always like, oh, those are so cool, you know. And this is weird. These are. Have you ever played in these?
Not that colorway with the.
I know,
stealths,
just the shoe in general.
First, yeah.
They are so clunky.
Mm-hmm.
They have some beastly fucking traction and full length zoom that you can't even notice is full length because this damn thing is so hard in the back. Anytime you go for a rebound or you just happen to hit with your heel, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so hard, dude. Man, this was such a cool thing. I remember when this thing, when I first saw these. Remember how back in the day you'd see your first look at the Air Jordan, the new Air Jordan, and you wouldn't know what to think. You'd almost be like, what the fuck is that? Like, you didn't know if you liked it or if you didn't. Like, it was just a weird.
So you were the opposite of everyone else that hated the fin. You liked the fin.
Yeah, it was always the weird thing of the shoe that drew me to it, you know? Like, like the weird color of the chutneys or whatever. Like, it was always like, there was always that obscure thing. Almost like it's like the runt piece of the shoe. Like, you're just like, ugh. if that wasn't there, they'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
Well,
like that part's cool.
The story with that is that Tinker didn't want, you know how they have to
They have
put
to
the
fold
seam
it
in, yeah. So he wanted it out, and it just acted as a pull tab. So that's why
I would have never have used this as a pull tab, because this tongue you can really open it. But this is cool. I always thought that this was a neat touch,
Oh yeah.
so that the
With the
laces didn't
laces?
come
Yep.
undone. I thought that was really, really just interesting. But that's what I mean. Like that guy Tinker was like so far ahead of the game. How have these not faded at all? It must have been because I played in mine. Like it's like I must have just really like fucked mine up, because my black on my stealths are like really nasty. But Tinker's brain is like from another world. You know, the stuff that he comes up with. Like, I don't know if it was him that came up with the carbon fiber spring plate, but like Jordan even says himself that he feels like that was what lengthened his career. It like kind of like eased up on his knees or something. I don't personally think that. I think it was the foam change, the change from polyurethane to Phylon. But you know, to be able to come up with the spring plate, and now talk about evolution, they're reusing that concept right now for the Zoom X. Inside that midsole is a fucking spring carbon fiber plate that's supposed to propel you while you run. And that's something that they first introduced on the Jordan 11.
All right, guys. So that is the Sneaker Reminisce. Chris and I, or Nightwing, and I
Either
talked
one,
about,
either
you know, the sneakers that we remember and what he remembered, and just brought up some, you know, good or bad memories. So with that being said, thank you, Chris, for coming along
Thanks for having me.
and being a part of the channel. And subscribe to Nightwing. I'll put it down in the description. Subscribe to me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.
Guess who I saw today, my dear?
It's like, Chris, how do you get to 200,000 subscribers and you don't like to fucking vlog?
I don't know. YouTube's fucked up, man. They just practically gave those people to me.
Yeah, so, I mean, and it is awkward just holding the camera out like this, you know? And just,
It's super awkward. Are you recording right now?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Yeah, see, why do you flip that thing backwards?
I don't
'Cause
like
you
to look at the
it?
fucking screen.
I do the same shit with this thing, but it's like it's
When
like
people fucking
flipped up.
vlog like this and they look at themselves, it's like cross-eyed.
It's
and
like
shit.
super like disconnecting with
Yeah.
as a viewer.
You
like,
got
it like messes with you.
Yeah, you gotta talk to the person. That's why I like.
But I can't tell what's going on. I can't tell if you're recording or not.
Guess who I saw today, my dear?